out there, it's Tara Garrigan. I may look a little different, I did a little refresh, took a little break, but I'm back and I'm here to show you how to make some pop-up cards. So you can use them for the holidays if you like, because we're right in time, so you can make some pop-up cards for your loved ones. And this time I'm going to use Santa as my sample. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I already folded this paper, but I'm gonna fold it again so you can see. So this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I like to use something thicker if you have it, so this is a card stock. And you can use construction paper too, but if you're drawing on it, your drawing is going to show up a little bit better on the white paper, most of the time. So we'll want to fold it in half. Make sure you line up the edge and then crease it. Open it back up, then you'll fold it over, line up the edge on this side, and crease that. Okay, so you should end up with a big cross. And we're gonna wanna cut this down the middle. So actually, so you can see that a little bit better, you'll want it to be this orientation, so long, okay? And then, while that's still folded, we are going to cut down that crease line. Okay, so now we have one folded piece of paper and another folded piece of paper. So the reason we have two is because one is going to be the interior, the inside of our card. And because we're going to cut it, we don't want to leave that part exposed. So this other side is going to be the outside. So what we'll need is just scissors, pencil, color pencil or marker, whatever you want to use to draw with. And then at the end, you can use glue or staples. For this example, I will probably do both. Okay, now let's move on to the next step. So this is going to be the inside. We are going to make Santa. Now, I'm going to show you the standard way to do this because you can use this technique for any character that you want to make. So we'll go kind of right in the middle, just draw a short line. You don't want to go too far, just a little bit. Then, you see this? You're going to cut along there. Now this can be the tricky part. So what you want to do is while that's still folded, just fold that over so you've got like a triangle and the same on the other side. You'll definitely want to crease that. Okay, like this. Then I want you to fold it over on the other side. So you just want that paper to be able to kind of swing back and forth like that, because we are going to open it up and pop this out. So I'm just going to show you from this angle so you can kind of see what's happening. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell in the video what is going on. Right? Okay. So I'm going to show you that again. If this were flat, fold that, fold it, and what you're pretty much doing is just sort of tucking that in. Okay, so now this is the mouth of whatever character that you want. In this case, it's going to be Santa. And it does look like a beak, but that's okay. We're going to make this more human-like. All right, let's draw together. Now, I want to give Santa a little bit more of a smile. So I'm going to curve up the end, get a little optical illusion. Then button nose. One big curve underneath for the mouth too, and a little lip. Now let's also do a mustache, because Santa has a mustache, right? Little circle eyes. So do curve for the eyebrow, and then we're gonna make them like little clouds. So curve around. Right. And now I'm gonna give Santa a chin. And I like to draw this line in the center because it helps keep things symmetrical instead of starting from one side and trying to go to the other. I can put that chin there and then connect that side of his face and connect this side of his face. I'll do some ears. Let's see. And his dome. He looks a little crazy right now. And he will, because he's a pop-up card. But now we'll make a big fluffy hat. So there's that, and then we'll do a triangle on top. And coming out down here, a little triangle and a circle. There's that. Now, another thing that's very important that we need is Santa's beard. So I'm gonna put a point down here, then curve around, and same on this side. It seems like he's missing something. So I'm gonna give Santa a little bit of hair. And since his hat is so fluffy, I'll make his hair sort of spiky so we can tell that it's hair. If I make it curly, it might look confusing. Now Santa is older, right? So we gotta give him a little bit of lines. Plus he's smiling, so I get that little crease under the eyes. Now, our Santa is finished. So the next steps are to color it in. Let's go. Next up is going to be Santa's skin color. Now you can do the skin color that matches you, or you can make Santa multicolored, which is kind of what I'm going to do because he's magical. I like to think he's all the colors. I'm giving my Santa brown eyes. I think that is the most popular eye color in the world. But I have one of each. So, well, Santa might not have those, so I'm not going to make him match me in that way. Alright, let's see. I'll put some words in here. I'm going to go ahead and draw a curved line that I want my letters to go on, because that helps. It's really easy to end up having to squish all your letters together. So, let's see. I'll just do it kind of light first in case I need to erase. But I have an advantage because I've been doing this for a long time, so. Sometimes I still end up squeezing the words in. Okay, that just about fits. So now I'm going to go back over that and darken it in. And you can make these fun if you want to make bubble letters, or you want to make rainbow, or you can have something different that he says. You could also do this card as maybe a Frosty the Snowman if you want to give this to somebody who doesn't celebrate Christmas. There are lots of different ways you can make a fun pop-up holiday card. I'm just going to throw a couple little lines in here, enhance Santa's beard and mustache. Alrighty. Oh, 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 oh. I like making myself laugh while I do this. All right, so this is the main part of your pop-up card. This is the trickiness and what makes it so magical and have it come to life. Ah. Now, the last part I will show you. We won't design the outside. I'm going to leave that up to you. So you can draw whatever you want here or want to write. On the back, I like to do a little thing that says made by Tara. So you can do made by and then your name. And you can draw yourself a little logo or something if you like. And we don't need to do anything here. So I would suggest that you do all your drawing and everything first before you put these together. So we'll fold this and then this will just go inside of here. The other thing I should mention is when you are drawing on this outside, remember to either not go close to the edge or that part is probably going to get cut off. All right, so we've got the stapler and the glue. I'm going to show you how to do both. You can do one or the other. So glue will make this whole thing stick together a little bit better, and you won't see the staples because they're not there. But it can get a little gooey, and that's why I say it's best to do your drawing first, because if you put the glue down, it can be a little bit hard to draw over that. And especially if you're too impatient to let it dry, which that's how I feel a lot of times. So anyway, all right. So now just remember, you don't need too much glue most of the time. And you don't want to get right up to the edge or else it'll squeeze out. You want to get a little bit all over. Whee! Make sure that's all lined up. So we'll fold that, smush it down, then open up, glue on this side. So go all around the edges. Oop. And then in the middle. Right, all right. I'm having a hard time getting this glue out. Okay, hold that over. Then, now you don't need staples if you have glue, but I'm just going to show you that anyway. So you can just staple the sides if you want to do it that way. If you don't have glue or you're trying to get it done fast, then you can use the staples. I'm going to do the sides, and then you can also right here. Oh. And you know it would have been great that I forgot about, but I'm going to show you now, and you can do this step for yourself. So the inside of Santa's mouth, what you can do is, before you glue and staple this all together, is you can mark off where it is, then take this off, fill it in, and that way it'll be in there. But if you've done it like I've done it, I'll just fill this in from here. It's just more difficult this way. But that's what happens when you forget a step. Then, last but not least, this might not be necessary, but you can see maybe that because this sleeve on the outside is now, it's pushed back so it looks a little bit shorter. We have that edge where the two pieces of paper don't line up. So, like I said, it's not that noticeable on this one, but if you like, you can just trim a little bit off. And it makes the most sense to do this after your pieces are together, because that way you know that they'll line up and you'll have a nice clean edge. There you have it. I'm going to show you my other one where I had tried to make Santa smiling. I did the cut a little bit different. So I have two. I did a little sample one first. So you can see in this one, Santa's mouth is smiling a little bit already, but that's a trickier cut to do. So if you want to go ahead and try that, you certainly can. It's just when you cut here, what you're going to do is just curve that so that line will be more like this. And then you would cut along that line. But it's a little bit trickier. Anyway, that is it for our Santa card craft. All right, we are all finished. So if you follow along with me, you will have yourself a beautiful little Santa pop-up card. You can use the same technique to make any kind of character you like in this card. So it can be for a special occasion or just for fun. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button and I will see you soon. Bye.